beautiful day headed your way. Keep your head up, up, up. You'll be okay. A beautiful day waiting for you. Just open your eyes, you'll see it's true. Good times, sunshine, gonna be here in no time now. Bad times, gray skies, push them all away, turn them upside down. You're gonna break new ground, turn everything around. You're gonna live your life.
Alright, welcome back to the Booga Box live stream. It is Large Project Thursday. There we go. Just getting my other thing going here, make sure everything's going right. And tonight we're going to work some more on our chessboard. We've been started it up last week. I actually got no time in this week to work on it, just getting ready for our event on Saturday, so I really didn't get a chance to work on it. I've just been double checking, triple checking everything, trying to make sure everything's working properly here. Oh, let me grab my drink real quick before we get too far into it. Well, that was a little late today, but I guess at least it's there. Took a few extra seconds, but it's working. So, like I said, tonight we're just going to continue to work on this and kind of starting on this side this time. So we're going to go ahead and get on into it. I believe everything is properly working right. So off we go. Hope everybody's had a good week. I know there's still another day left in it, but hope everybody's having a good time. It's been a busy week for sure. Getting all our orders done that had gotten up until today, so they can get shipped out. And I won't be working on any orders tomorrow or Saturday. Any of them I get during that time, I'll start working on those on Sunday. I don't know what they are. Hopefully get them out by Monday or Tuesday. Hey John, going up rings. Then we'll be welding 6-in-1 Persian here. Sweet. Yeah, it's been a somewhat a productive day. Gotten a good portion of the trailer loaded up, and I still got 2 boxes I'll need to finish up tonight once I get done of basically my tools and all that good stuff. So 3, 6, 7, 8, 9. I did get in my mail work shirt today, the jersey. It's a nice looking shirt. I like it. Looking forward to hopefully wearing it Saturday. It's not too hot. And what else did we do today? Got the wife to shave my head almost. I mean, it's not bald, but got a nice crew cut going on, I guess. Had been a good 6 months since she last did it, so it was time to do it again. It was getting kind of long. I actually feel a little weird right now, sitting under my fan. What we got here? I finished the HP 4-in-1 and a 4-person 6-in-1 last night, trying to make welded ones. Figured I'd watch the stream while burning the fingers. Sweet. Well, I'm glad you're here. Most certainly glad you're here. Make sure I'm in my camera angles here. I gotta keep remembering. Yeah, got the haircut, got most everything packed up and ready. I'm kind of double checking things, triple checking some things. Since it's been so long since we did an event, it's like it's a close event, so I could run back and get something if I need to, but I would rather get it all in one trip. So again, if you're in the Kansas City area, we'll be down in Smithville, downtown Smithville, at their main center of downtown. tomorrow we start at, it opens up at 9, and we're going to be getting there. We're going to leave here about 6:30ish, so we can get there by 7 and start getting set up and all that good stuff. That takes a while. So I've gotten a little less chain mailing done this week, but you know, there's things I just had to get taken care of and make sure everything was ready. Well, other than the orders, so I guess I'd have had some chain mail, but nothing of the things we've been working on. I did get in a few other items today, so I got some cool stuff I'm hoping to do on Monday night. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. For our starting a new project for our medium project nights. What else was there today? I know there was something else I was doing today too. It's been so busy today I forget what everything I've done. You know, some of the normal house stuff, you know, laundry, dishes, all that good stuff. The normal everyday things. That was another hot one today, boy. Another, I don't know if we actually reached 100, but last time I looked at one point it was 99. It wasn't supposed to be the hottest part of the day. That was like at 1 o'clock today, so it might have warmed up a little bit more after that. I know it's just still all yucky out there. Saturday it's supposed to be better temperature-wise. The fields are still going to be up there, but we'll see what happens. It's supposed to be kind of cloudy, so that might help. There's chances of some rain. A little bit here, a little bit there. Every time I look at the hourly. But all that's changed over the past week too, so hopefully it'll be decent and not have to worry about too much and not get poured on and all that. That's what I'm hoping for anyway. Be nice to have a nice day to get back out there and get back into the rhythm of things. Looking forward to it. And then look forward to just showing off all the new stuff since it's been so long. I know there are several of my normal people that show up at this event that aren't part of my Facebook group actually, so they haven't seen any of the new stuff yet, so I think that'll be quite surprising. I got another 2-3 boxes. I got a 4th box that I need to run through and make sure I've got everything I need in there. 5, 6, 8. Extension cord. I gotta remember. I keep trying to remember. Gotta get an extension cord put in there. I've got my strip outlets, but I need to have an extension cord to get to the power box. Normally, if we get a good spot where we normally set up, it's right there anyway, but I like to, if we are close like that, I normally try to run it to my booth and then help out the other booths, they can plug into that. Normally what we do, after we fill up the box. But I'm not going to run any lights. I did take my lights out of my setup because we'll be there till 4 at the minimum. A lot of people start packing up around 4. Normally we've stayed till about 5-ish. I'm hoping to maybe make it till about 7-ish. It depends on, again, traffic, if there's a lot of people. It's open till 10. But once it starts getting dark out, less people are there. Some of them are still there, but they're there for there's a little concert going on all day long there too, so. They normally show up just for that. And one day we might stay long enough. But, I've chatted with people that have stayed there and stuff. And once it gets dark, they always say, pretty much dies down from that point. So, but we always play it by ear. I think one year we left a little earlier than that, but there was thunderstorms moving in. And Actually, I think almost, well, no, about every other year, I guess, there's been rain. Most time it's real quick, and, you know, the event holders were always coming around. Are you guys going to stick around through the rain? And we always have, because it's supposed to be just a little spurt, so. And that's what tomorrow's supposed to be like, a little spurt here, a little spurt there. One in the morning during setup, I think. And then it's supposed to die down a little bit and get better chances again around noon to 1 for only like a half an hour or so. So they're just little pop-ups. And then another one around 5 to 6, I believe. 3, 6, 7, 8, 9. So we'll just always play that by ear. But I'll be glad to get it through and can get it off my mind in a way. I mean, I'm still trying to get other events lined up, but then I can get back into doing more of the stream stuff, and I've got several new things that I'll be working on, not necessarily during the stream, just working on whenever, you know, I can. Excuse me. So hopefully it all will work out. I got some ideas that I need to try and see if they're going to work. I got some different type of things I want to try to make into dream catchers or dream catcher-esque style things, wall hangings, I guess you could say. And once we get done with this, I believe I can get my blue in finally, and then I can get on to the next large inlay, picture inlay that I wanted to do. It's just I've been waiting on blue for a while. So, looking forward to getting into that too, but I'll be glad to get this done. This chessboard I've been wanting to do for about 2 years now. On occasion, like I said, I'll kind of play around with the pieces. The chess pieces that I'm going to make out of chainmail. And hopefully I can get in more of that. And then the one thing over there, I've had it, been slowly working on it for about 4 or 5 years now. It's just it does take a lot of extra time since there's no tutorials or anything. It's figure out your own ring sizes, figure out how you want it to work, and hope it comes out pretty good. We'll see. So I'll be looking forward to getting back into doing some of that, some different stuff. We will probably run a little early tonight again. We'll go at least our full hour, and then after that we'll kind of see where we're at on our current thing we're working on and kind of judge from there. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. But I do want to get my full hour in. Minimum. But I do want to take some time. I plan on kind of going to bed early tonight again. Been working all week, going to bed a little earlier, waking up a little earlier. Trying to get ready, because I figure Saturday I'll probably need to get up about 5:30 or so. Give me an hour to wake up, do the normal morning time ritual, and get everything ready to go. We have a few last little minute things to pack up, like the cooler and stuff that morning. Keep talking about it. It's just been on my mind. Going, how are we going to get set up? How are we going to do this? How are we going to do that? Everything will be, it's almost starting over again in a way after the year and a half off. Being so long, you know, when you're doing it once a month there for a while, and then everything kind of got shot down. I mean, we normally do take off January, February, part of March most times. From doing events, just, you know, not a whole lot of events, and then the ones we have done early, there's just a lot less people at those, just because it's, you know, after Christmas time. January for sure. Actually, my January are normally better for online sales with the people that, you know, got gift cards and all that stuff. They want some things, so I'll have better luck there than I do at any event for sure. But being a year and a half out from doing events, get in there. I'll probably do a small stream at some point Saturday, just kind of showing off the tent and the setup and all that. 6, 7, 8, 9. Probably get some pictures too, and I might do another one. It just kind of depends. We might do 2 quick ones Saturday, how things are going, but I'll probably do one somewhat early once we get kind of fully set up before a lot of people start showing up. I'll probably do a quick one just to kind of say hey and show off everything. Send it, out there. Try to get local friends, come down and check it out. Or people that want to drive a while. If you want to take a break and you're somewhat close, come on down. It's not a huge event, it's a free event. Parking is kind of a booger there and right down there in downtown Smithville, but downtown Smithville's kind of a small town. They've got a lot of people in the town now. Remember when I used to work out there 20 years ago, I think the town was like 4,000 people, and I think they're up to like 20,000 now. But the downtown hasn't really grown much at all. It's still the old same buildings and the little center main square thing, But there'll be a lot of crafters out there and music, things for the kids to play in. Hey Janice, how you doing? Good to see you. But yeah, if you're local, close near Smithville, and want to come check us out, just come on down there. And we normally are kind of right on the front corner is where I try to get to. Parking, like I said, is you have to kind of go. It's only a block, 2 blocks from the main square for most of the parking areas. There's a couple churches that can park in. They got another parking lot behind some buildings there, so you don't have to walk real far to park and come over and see it. But like I said, it's free. You can check out all the other crafters and come down and check out some of my stuff in person. 4, 9, 6, 7, 8. Trying to get us lined up another one near the end of August, end of August, beginning of September. Trying to find some around somewhat local that we can get to, do those. Once I get to the end of September and October, though, probably won't do any unless I find one that I think will be worth it. Just because I got all the band stuff I'll be doing. But if there's one, I told all the band parents, it's like, if I come up with an event and I need to do it, I might have to skip an event here or there, but I'll be at everything I can possibly get to. And then November and December we'll definitely have a minimum of 2 for sure that are already lined up. I'm hoping to get 2 more in. If not, another one we'll just kind of see. It is getting harder to get to events in a way, just because every year you keep aging. It's getting harder and longer to set up. But now that the kids are older too, they can't really come along and help. Though my youngest she's gonna come out and help get set up and help with the wife, since she's got some health issues that makes it more difficult for her, but she still likes to come and do those things, so we just try to work around it. But there will be one year here at some point. I'll have to stop doing them, I'm sure. I'm going to try to do them as long as I can, though. I know I'll keep chainmailing no matter what. Events will be the other story. Okay, yeah, I thought I had one too many there for a second. I found a few of those so far. So. Let me check around here. We're 20 minutes in. Everything's looking good on that front. Other than the slight delay in Facebook letting me know I was live tonight. They've been doing really good up till tonight, and I think it was about maybe a minute or two, which I mean it's still good for Facebook. But also, don't forget to check us out on YouTube and Twitch too. If you have accounts over there, go give us a subscribe and likes there. And over here too, we're trying to get up to 300 likes on the page on Facebook. Once we hit that, I'm going to start doing some giveaways. Figure we'll do some at 300, try to push to 400 at some point, and at 500 I do plan on doing a specialist, a kind of semi-special giveaway. I figure that might take a while still, but you know, more likes, the more people we get signed up to the website and Facebooks and all that, the better. And I do hope to kind of change up a little bit my cameras and stuff still here. And end of August, I'm going to do another, take a weekend and kind of do some things to that. But I do need to take a weekend here coming soon and get my website updated a little bit more. When I was really looking at it the other day, I was like, I only got about probably a sixth of what I actually have for sale and whatnot on the website. I updated it a while back. I put a whole new system onto the website, so that kind of threw some things off. Not everything got moved over. I mean, there was still a lot less than what I currently have, but I need to get some time spent in there and get everything over. I want to get a picture gallery put in over there and all that, so you can go check us out over there at Booga Mail. One day I'll be able to use the Booga Box web address. If you've followed us for any length of time, you'll know the issue with that, and don't really want to talk about that on the stream, but I had some issues with the boogabox.com. I still own it, but the web address, but yeah, we had some issues, so we changed it up. I can still use my name because it's registered trademarks, which is something else I need to get done. I got till March to get it done though, so I got a little while to. It's at the 6-year update. Every 6 years you got to go through and do your registration again. So we registered that 6 years ago now. It's kind of hard to believe it's been that long. Seems like yesterday. I'll check out YouTube and have the kids tell Pat about Booga Box. Cool. I haven't chatted with him for forever, ever. Let's see here. Oh, this one goes 3. The more the merrier. One, two, three. Yeah, go over there, just give us a subscribe. Even if you end up watching us on Facebook, you can still, you know, give us a like over on the Facebook side, and more Twitch. To more counts there, the higher you get in the rankings and all that good stuff. You know how that goes. Well, I guess some might, but kind of get hidden down there when you don't have a lot of people subscribing and views. So, like I said, that's one reason why I'm going to redo the camera stuff, so that I can start doing some just videos instead of live streaming. I'm still going to do my live streams, but I want to do some videos on kind of instructionals on how to do some weaves and all that. Basic weaves, you know, for beginners per se, and then just some of the little things I do when it comes to how I build some of my things is a little different than a lot of people's out there. So and you never know if somebody might come across it and something in that is what clicks with that person, because some of these weaves, there are different ways of going about starting them that can give you issues. So and sometimes, you know, I've watched a lot of those at times when I first kind of started learning some of these newer, crazier weaves. But I watch, and you know, a lot of times the videos, you know, kind of help, but it's other things within the videos, little tidbits here and there that somebody might say about something that gives you a moment of thought, you know, and you're like, hey, okay, that's not related to what I'm actually working on right now, or, you know, wanting to learn right now, but that's a good little tip for later on. For sometimes it can be for mini weaves, sometimes it might just be a little oddity. There's been actually some videos I watched that they were instructing on how to work on a weave, but they were talking about other things during it too, and one of them was actually on how they did some setup at their events, and I don't go exactly like they did, but it gave me ideas for my own setups. I still want to do more than what I currently have, but on to bronze. Get over there. 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Give me 2 more. Now let me give a quick check here. Let me grab a drink. Where we're at. 25 minutes in, so cool. And it looks like I've got a viewer both on YouTube and Twitch, so howdy to you guys over there. I know I don't specifically talk out to those, but I haven't really had any posts over in those during a live stream. But I do thank you all for joining me over there, and the people on Facebook. Some kind of go in and out, but it's all good. Like I said, you know, I'm just kind of doing it for fun, plus it gives me a chance to sit down and do some chainmail. Guaranteed, at least. Because there are some days, you know, before I was doing the stream, well, and since I've started the stream, I've gotten more orders now, so that kind of helps keep me a little more busy. But before that, there could be a day or two here and there that I wasn't doing any chainmail, and this gives me a reason to say, hey, I have to chainmail now. Give me an give me an hour. Give me an hour and a half. I gotta go do a stream. So I always go tell the kids at 7 when I start getting things. I've already got some of the things going by 7, but then at 7 I go tell them, you know, streaming in a half hour. If you need anything from me, get it now. Otherwise you must wait. Hey, if you're ever looking through any of the pictures and stuff, find something that's cool, go ahead and share it along. Share it to people you know, groups, whatever. It's all good. Pretty much everything that I've ever made is still available to make again. I mean, I don't have as many dice, chainmail dice, as I used to have, but I still got quite a few. I am going to be coming limited to a bit on those. I've talked about it once before. I've kind of, at least the current way they're being built, I've got some different inserts that I now 3D print that I'm going to move to once I get through everything. But in a way that's kind of cool because it'll actually give me more colors to choose from than what I currently have. So everything's kind of got a plus and minus, but everything else I try to keep, you know, going on, keep updated, and keep building. Got a lot of stuckies here. 3, 6, 9. And I'll say it again, if anybody's that's just showed up, we're going to be down in Smithville, downtown Smithville, this Saturday, 9 to minimum 4 or 5, but they open up at 9. Come down, check us out, check out the Mahomes jersey in person, the Mahomes portrait in person. You can see all the lampshades. I do show a lot of those pictures on my streams though too, but everything's a lot different in person when it comes to chainmail, because chainmail is kind of neat for looking, but the feel of chainmail is something that's just a little different. You kind of come give these things a feel up, if you want to say it that way, and just the way they move. If you've watched any of the Mahomes or any of the other inlays I did, this one doesn't have as much movement because it's a 6-in-1 European 6-in-1 weave, but some of them, you know, they really move around and feel really cool. And there's a price point for everything there. We got some smaller, cheaper things, and medium-sized things, and large things. And, well, this will be the first time I'm taking any of my laser work, too. I'm going to just set up a small cube area, about, 2 foot worth of space to show off my, I got some mugs and tumblers and stuff that I'm going to be selling. There'll be a few available there, but then I can, that's all custom work. If you ever want a custom laser etched mug and stuff. Not quite taking everything with me. I've got I guess I'm taking some of my LED lights too, acrylic lights that I do, and so that'll be the first time taking that. Like I said, I'm not taking everything. I'm not taking any of the knives or the I wanted to take some cutting boards, but I just hadn't had a chance to get in and get a few extra stock. Normally those are things that I custom order or custom make at the time it's ordered, just so I don't have to keep as much stock of everything, and then because if not, I could just keep buying and keep laser etching all that stuff forever. But I do need to keep it somewhat under control. But I also do the tumblers. I'm going to be doing the tumblers again for the band this year as a fundraiser for them. That I won't make anything off those, but like I said, I do like doing it and helping the band raise some money that way. It's normally a pretty decent chore. I think last year I had 87, 89 tumblers, and this year I think I'm going to let them offer coffee mugs also. Because I've got coffee mugs, 20 ounce, 30 ounce tumblers. I got 32 ounce hydro tumblers. I even got glass mugs. I've got 2 different sizes of glass mugs that are available that we can etch into. So basically anything I can find that's a good price that won't break the bank for y'all. I don't, I want to make money, yes, but I also try to keep them within reason. And I'm not going to take, I actually don't have any of my glass mugs made up either. A lot of stuff that I did have, they sold whenever I posted them online and stuff on the Facebook. Somebody will contact me going, hey, you still have that mug? Well, I can make it any point in time, but yeah, I have that one. You want it? Yeah, okay, good. It's yours. Quick look over. Not seeing any comments, but seeing more viewers over on YouTube and Twitch. And if you think I should ever join up with another streaming place that might be good for us, just drop me a line. Give it a try, see what happens. Like I said, the more the merrier. I think I did share it to my page. Normally my Thursday nights I do try to share to my own page. I was doing it every time I stream, but I don't post a ton to my own page, so there for a while all it was I shared a live stream with the Booga Box. I shared a live stream with the Booga Box. So thought I'd try to take away from that and post less often to my own personal page, but 3, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh, we're at 35 minutes, so we still got a while. We can probably get in another row for sure. This one's about half done, or right at halfway, I guess. And don't forget that we're on every Monday, Wednesday, Thursday. We always start at 7:30 Central Time. So if you're a different time zone, it'll be the same time in your time zone for yourself, but it's always the same time on those 3 nights. Monday is medium project Mondays. Wednesdays is small project. Try to do something that I can get done within the hour, or within the stream, within the hour to hour and a half. It's getting harder and harder to find something that I can get done that quickly sometimes. I'm always searching for new things that I can try to get done in that, but I mean, we'll play with that and kind of go how it goes. And then Thursday nights are large project night. Gonna try to do some type of bigger piece, inlay, lampshade. I was gonna do a lampshade, what I planned on doing a while back, but the lamp that I actually wanted to do it with just wasn't the right way I needed to do it. I should have looked at it closer when I got the lamp, but I didn't notice it. And then when I got the lamp, I didn't open it right away to look at it. And once I got into it, I was like, yeah, the plan isn't going to work the way I wanted it to work on there. So I'm still looking at it, seeing if I can do something else. It might become a actually smaller thing. It might not actually be lampshade related per se. It might be more on the lamp itself. But I've got a ton of lamps. I found, I try to get lamps wherever I can, lampshades, and, if I need there's been some lamps I've had to rewire, put new guts in. I just kind of like the shape of them, and I thought a shade would go well with it. Other times I'll buy new lamps and just kind of do something with it. Like the first lamp I did was wife. She got it was like a big cookie jar in a way. I don't know if you ever seen those little glass vials that all got a cork in it and stuff. It was just like a massive one of that. It was like, it was probably good 12 inches around and 16, 18 inches tall with a big giant cork in it, and that's where the light mechanisms went, all the electrical and all that. And I ended up making a shade for it, and then actually wrapping the glass jar with 1-inch 4-in-1 wrap weave around it, and she can still see in it, and she can pop the cork off and put things down inside of it and put it back on there. And then I made a scale lampshade for it. It was the first lampshade, first thing I've done anything like that, and it came out really good. I show pictures of it, but I can't sell it. Tried to talk her into selling it at one point, but no, that's mine. You made it for me. Okay. And I've actually tried to find another one I could make. I did find it, but the lamp itself was like $60, and I was just like, I don't want to take that, and then I have to put that into the price too. I can't eat that price, and then you add on doing the shade and all the work to it. Isn't that $60 lamp now becomes a $360 lamp. But I do, I've got a few lampshades that are kind of higher priced just because of the time involved in them. And I've got some others that are cheaper just because how they're built. I've got a scale one, I've done ringed ones, I've done punch out one, I've done the other one I use tags on, chainmail tags, a little round one's got 4 holes in it. So that one was the quickest one and the cheapest one. It was actually a lamp too that I rewired myself, so it was cheap enough on that front that the cost of it wasn't much to make the price go up. I think that lamp I sell for $45. And I mean, I could make a different lampshade for it if somebody wanted it and wanted it in different colors than what it's currently in. So I think it's green, silver, and black. But it could be in other colors too, so as long as I can still get those tags. I've got quite a few though anyway. I try to stock up on them, kind of like I'm trying to stock up on the extra large scales right now, because I guess they're going to discontinue extra large scales, which is a bummer, man. I like, they make nice, quick, easy, cheap ties, and people seem to like them because the price isn't up there. Because once you start getting to smaller scales, they just cost more because of the time involved in them. And then I have some normal other ties too that are all ring based. Those can get a little more pricey just because, you know, they take a lot longer, obviously. It's kind of like, I know I'm going to get asked the question during the event. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. They're going to see the Mahomes jersey and they're going to ask me, how much is that? And I'm going to be like, well, that one's not personally for sale. That one's mine. I was asked during my interviews on the news is for that, and would I sell it? I was like, no, it's kind of mine. And then I got asked, well, what if Mahomes won it? It's like, well, that would be the only person I'd be half tempted to sell it to, that's for sure. But I'd be like, I can make it up again, but let me ask you a question. In your job, if you worked 175 hours, how much would you get paid? That's kind of gives them a quick clue on it's not a cheap item. Because it was 175 hours in doing it. It was a job in itself, but I enjoyed doing it, and I love how it came out. And then I do have the Mahomes inlay one that will be a lot cheaper. I mean, it had, I don't even, I'd have to get my thing out. What was it? 50? 45 to 50 hours in it. Oh man, oh man. I didn't get my card made up for that. I normally put my laser and make up a little card I can hang on things to give the stats on it, and I did not do it for my Mahomes jersey. I wonder if I can get that done tomorrow. Might have to go with just a quick tag for it. Letting them know the stats on it and get my stat book out for it. I mean, it is part of a larger project, but until it gets into the larger project, I'd be willing to sell it because I've got several pictures of his that I want to do eventually. So, and when it comes to large inlays, I don't want to redo the same picture again and again and again. Trying to make those, you know, since they're pricey, I kind of want it to be a one-off type thing, you know. I might do some things that are similar, but I want them to be kind of their own thing. I guess that could get tougher in the long run, but you know, if you only sell 1 or 2 of those a year, then it'd take a while to get through them all that way. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. But I'm definitely looking forward to getting in and doing another one. Like I said, this is kind of an inlay, but it's kind of the same. You just kind of switch colors back and forth to make your checker board itself, so it's fairly easy inlay to do. And I mean, it'll be somewhat largish. I mean, let's see where we're at about 15 inches, so it'll be about 15 by 15. I think I have them a little bit, I think it's only about a 1/4 inch off of square, because it's kind of try to get it as square as possible, but you know, dealing with rings that you go one way, you get less this way than this way. So, yeah, we should be able to get another row done tonight. We'll probably get this row finished, start on the next one, finish it up, and then we'll probably call it quits as long as we're not going too far over an hour. Like I said, you want to run a little short tonight just so I can get some other things packed. I've been waiting to pack up most of my tools till, like I said, I'm going to want to get my orders done and have them out to do the stream. But tomorrow I'm going to try to get everything packed up during the day for the most part, and get a little rest in tomorrow night. Go to bed early and hopefully be wide and freshly ready to go on Saturday. The first 2 hours getting set up is going to be the hard part. That's the sweaty part, the gnarly parts. Once that gets done though, once you're set up, and then it's just, people the rest of the day, it can kind of be easy. You normally go through little runs where you'll get a good group of people, and then you might have a little while where there's not a lot of people. But, some people just kind of stroll through. Other people like to sit there and chat with you. So I'm going to actually be working on my jelly cube during tomorrow or Saturday's event. So depending on how much talking I do will depend on how much more I get added onto it. I always try to take something to work on while I'm there. And then, taking pauses if I need to do any adjustments to anything. If somebody wants a bracelet to fit them and all that. There's always that work. Normally don't try to make anything right off, because I normally don't take enough rings to make a full bracelet of any one color. But I do try to take enough where if I need to make it a little bit bigger, I've got those parts with me to do while I'm there. And two. Let's see here. Oh, I thought I'd seen a comment pop up and I missed it for a second, but I don't see nothing there. Must just been a trick of my eye going, there's something there, but it's not. How's it feel? And then we go down to 3 on this one. Just talking to myself, reminding myself. I do that even without the stream. I'll be down here talking to myself quite often. I always talk to myself. There's nothing wrong with that though, right? Now, let's see here. I need 7. Where are we at? 6? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So this will be actually the last row before we switch over and start doing silver, bronze, silver, bronze. Or going the other way, bronze, silver, bronze, silver. This is the last row of them. 3, 6, 7, 8, 9. So I guess when we come back next Thursday, I might actually get a little bit done on it before next Thursday. So, but we'll be making the transition where you can actually start seeing the second row of squares for the chest pieces. I need to actually pull out one and put it on here once I get a full square done. But it's basically the same that I did for the Batman checkerboard, and I did pull out a piece and make sure it was gonna fit in there decent enough. These pieces round wise are a little bit smaller than my checker pieces, so it should work out fine. And then I tried to make the pieces that I'm actually working on out of chainmail for my chessboard, or the chess pieces themselves. I'm trying to make all the bases no bigger than my pieces of the Batman chessboard. Oh yeah, I did show some things last night. I didn't necessarily find them. They're always been there. It's just I always forget because they get pushed back to the back of my drawer here. The bottle cap keychain fobs I want to make. I'm going to make some double-sided, some single-sided. Have a little different price point for them, but I've had those things forever, and I actually got some blank ones too, so I can do my own, kind of like I do my recycled dog tags. If I find pictures and stuff that I put on them from, pamphlets or whatever it is. I get a lot of things out of, magazine advertisements and stuff like that. if they're decent magazine with thicker pages. I know there have been a lot of magazines that I couldn't use just because they were too thin. Pages were too thin, and I don't necessarily have bleed through, but once you put them on there, I like the thicker ones. Seem to work a little bit better. I mean, they get covered because I use a laminate press to cover them, and then I edge them with clear acrylic paint to keep them kind of, for the most part, waterproof. And I plan on doing the same thing with some bottle caps. I want to try to, I've got a box full of things that I've saved through the years. Whenever I find something, it's like, car manufacturer pamphlets, things like that. 4, 6, 8. I'll save all those for, never know. I go through them and cut out, certain different sized ones that will fit on tags, different size tags that I have, and my dog tags and circle tags, etc. But I've got a line of recycled ones. I've got printable ones of graphics that I've made up, and then I have a good chunk of, I've taken old sheet music, turned those into dog tags. And then I'm trying to think what's on my 3-sided. I've got the recycled ones, the printable ones, and then on the other side are actually laser etched dog tags that I've laser etched up different graphics and whatnot on those. And I've done that for a few things. One year I gave all the band kids, when my daughter was in band in her school, made all the kids that were going for a van trip to Chicago, I made them all up dog tags that, Chicago, the year, it would have been 2017, 2018, yeah. I keep forgetting that's how long ago she graduated. It's hard to believe she's 21. I'm still dumbfounded whenever I see her drinking a wine cooler. It's like, it's so weird. Just one of those weird things, I guess. But yeah, I made up custom laser etched ones for the double-sided, and had Chicago outline on one side and then the band name and the year on the other. Gave them to all the band kids that were going on that trip. Last year I did some keychains for the seniors at the band that I help out during their fall banquet, end of marching season banquet. Made those up for them. I didn't get to go though. I wasn't sick, but during that time, that was, we weren't sure if we had been in contact with somebody that had the COVID, so we quarantined a little bit for that. Turns out nobody ended up having it or anything, so it all worked out on that front. But I did get the band parents, they did stream it, and there was some of them there, but I kind of asked for it just because I wanted to see them all get their little awards and all that good stuff. Because it's actually been the first year in several that I got invited to it, because I try not, if it's an open event I'll go to, but those type of events I won't go to unless I'm invited to it. And it had been a few years since I got invited to one, and they invited me last year, and it was kind of a bummer that I had to miss it. But a lot of people had to miss a lot of things last year, so it's one of those years. And hopefully, it was looking like this year was going to kind of get a little bit better, but I don't know. Our city just got put back into starting Monday, indoor mask mandates again, so hopefully it doesn't get too crazy. I understand it all, but it just kind of blows for the band. All these band kids have missed out on a lot of competitions and things because of all of it, and they're going to try for a trip this year, and it's like, ooh, it's going to be a toughie. And things were looking good, but now with everything, it's hard to say. And it's something they need to get planned out way in advance, so it's not something you can kind of wait around and do a last-minute trip when you got, all these kids that need to make trip payments and stuff. So hopefully they'll get to do that. Kind of hoping I can go up and get them videoed on that one. Supposed to be in the spring if they get to go anywhere, so see if I can work out something. Maybe the wife and me kind of take a little mini vacation. They don't really turn into vacations. It's so much work, and don't really get no downtime in that. The only time I seem to get any kind of vacation is more like a staycation, because whenever I go on a vacation, I end up putting in a ton of work on those, and it's like, come back and I need a rest after a vacation. Well, that's not how this is supposed to work. That's not how any of this is supposed to work. Vacation is supposed to be relaxing time, but it never turns out that way. It's not a bad thing, but, you know, it takes a little extra for us to do anything like that anymore. Getting older and with the health issues and all that for the wife, it kind of changes the dynamic of vacations. Need to have like a personal servant or something. Can hire a personal person to do all the heavy work so I wouldn't have to do it. Then it'd be alright. 3, 2, 4, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Oh, where are we at now? We're at 55 minutes, so... Well, I was hoping we'd be a little further along than this, but... We'll see how far we get in the next 5 minutes, and then decide if I want to finish it out, or we'll stop early. I'd like to finish off the row, but like I said, I need to get this other stuff done, and get all my tools packed up. Still got some other things I need to pull out of storage. I got all my, let's see, I got the tables, I got my grid walls, got my tent, got my weights, I got my little mannequin. Those things are already packed up and in the trailer, so that's more the heavier, bigger things. They're already ready to go, but now I just got to get the rest of these boxes and everything finished up, and still need my chairs. Got to get my chairs out. Cooler. You know, yeah, earlier we were talking about what kind of cooler we're going to take, the large cooler or the smaller cooler, and I think we're just going to go with our normal smaller one for the fillet, which is ice, to have ice so we can have ice water, and then we're going to do I got a soft-sided Chiefs one that's actually fairly large, that we're going to put snackages in and stuff. So I need to make sure I get that out too. I put that up in my Chiefs 10, a big popcorn thing for the Super Bowl Chiefs. I've got that, and I was able to put so I wouldn't lose it or tear it up. I put it inside there. It holds up good enough to fit in there. Almost doesn't want to fit, but it did, so I'm going to pull that out. It's kind of all that's going through my brain right now is what else do I need to double check? What else do I need to get out? What else do I not want to forget? Oh, and you guys have done so good up till now. Now they open the door. And it's just too hot for the door. Kind of surprised it actually took them this long, but I've got to go shut it because I can already feel the heat boiling over here. Never gets cool enough in here anyway. See if I get at least 5 more minutes before somebody else opens it up. Yeah, get you some water, buddy. He hasn't been outside all that long, though. He went out probably 7. So, I guess he's had a little bit, but they just sit out there in the trailer right now and just hang out. Well, that's 2, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9. Where'd you go? There you are. But since we're getting near closing up here again, I'll just make another reminder. If you're in the Kansas City area, close by, and want to check out anything, check out some of the stuff in person. We'll be down in Smithville this Saturday from 9 to minimum 4, maybe later. Just depends on weather, traffic, all that. I don't know how many people are going to be here. I mean, it's not a huge event. There's never, a ton of people per se, but some years there can be a lot of traffic through the event. Some years a little less, but it's fun one I like going to. They got live music, and it's just good atmosphere, hang out. Oh, come on, get in through there. So we'll be there this Saturday. You can come down and check us out. Like I said, if you have any questions and want to know how to get there, just send me a message. If you're watching this either tonight, tomorrow, I guess even on Saturday, I would still see posts. Some messages. I wouldn't check emails though when I'm not here. I don't like pulling in emails to my phone. I try to keep those on the computer just because I don't want to get things in different places. I rather try to keep all my order emails and stuff together all in one area. But we'll be there, and like I said, find us, go over on YouTubes and Twitches and the Facebooks. Give us some likes, subscribe, and share us out there. More the merrier. And I do want to thank everybody who has made orders. If you're watching now, if you made an order, or if you're watching later and you've made orders with us over the past several months, I want to thank you all. We've seen a nice little increase here over the last couple months on our orders and contacts, getting inquiries about things. It's been a nice little bump to the business to see all that, and I want to thank you all. 9, 2, 4, 6, 8, 9. So we're probably going to go ahead and just do this last silver one up, and then we're probably going to go ahead and call her done for tonight. We're at an hour right now. So that's kind of why I'm going through my ending spiel, per se. To get out the likes and all that. Like I said, get them over on the Facebook and like the page, follow the page. Want to get up to 300 over there and get some giveaways going on with that. And just to send people over, we're going to try to do some cooler, different things here. I'm going to be doing some anodizing here in the next few weeks. I am going to end up doing one night. I'm just going to go ahead and build up a weave that I can weld all at once. So it'll be just basically a night of welding. Since I'll be able to weld it, since it'll be a weave that is open enough that I can build it and then come back through. Other weaves you need to weld as you go along, and that would take a while. I'd have to do that like on a Monday medium project night to do that kind of thing. So, and who knows, it still might be there. And gonna do some different shaped wall hangings. And once we get done with this, we're gonna have another portrait inlay we're gonna be working on. So we're gonna have some cool things coming up here in the next couple months. So keep checking us out, keep stopping by and see what's going on and all that. It's good to have everybody here, no matter where you're watching or if you comment or not. It's all good. We're just trying to have some fun and show off some chainmail. Try to get, people into it. And some people, like I said, I'll get a lot of people coming to a lot of the events since I'm not at like specific like Renaissance festivals and stuff. I try to hit some of those other type things where people haven't seen it before. Like, oh, okay, that's different. So you never know. I know for like the Chiefs inlay flag we did, Vicky hadn't heard of chainmail before, and she was watching Sean's stream, and not into chainmail herself, but loves the chainmail piece I made for her. So that's where we're at on this one. We'll be starting flipping over colors when we get down to the next rows. But again, I want to thank everybody that's dropped in and watches us and likes us and all that stuff tonight or any other time. I thank y'all. I hope you all have a good weekend. We're going to be a little busy, but like I said, check us out Saturday early. I'll probably do a quick little stream at some point. You can come watch a video later. You don't have to sit there and watch it live, but we'll show off our full setup of everything. So you can check that out on Saturday. Otherwise, we'll be back on Monday night, 7:30 Central Time again. And so I hope you all have a great weekend, and we'll see you later.